What is earnest money? So earnest money is a deposit and is something that you attach with the contract or the actual offer of a home. And you're basically saying, hey, as a buyer, I might be interested in this home. You can have certain contingencies on this offer where you can get the money back. In certain situations, there's a financing contingency and there's a loan in place or a bank, and you did not get approved for that loan or bank with the bank for whatever reason, you can get that money back. There's also just certain timelines, right, associated with that. The second thing is if you have an inspection in a seller's market, that you may not actually as a buyer have that opportunity to do that since they have the upper hand. But say you have an inspection and something comes back that you don't like and the seller's not willing to fix it, you are within your right, within a certain period, to walk away from that contract and get your full earnest money back. Now, how much is earnest money? Typical 1% to 2%. If you want to show that you're actually a more, I say, qualified buyer in a stronger financial situation, you can maybe do 5% to 10%, but standard is about 1% to 2%. You usually send that through a secure link that your realtor, agent, or I will send you. We'll just basically sign up and send it that way. And then the other thing is, when do you not get the money back? If you fail to meet certain deadlines or if you fail to hold up your end of the contract, say something does fall apart, that money sometimes is actually going back to the sellers and you do not get that house or that money back. So that is an unfortunate example, but that does happen as well. So when the money also, the earnest money, like I talked about, is 1% to 2% of the purchase price. So for, let's do simple math purposes, you have a $200,000 house. 1% of that is $2,000. So through a secure link that is verified and encrypted, you're going to send that money to the title company. And say you go through with the purchase of the home, that money then gets credited towards the sale of the house. It is not cash back to you, but if you have a, let's say, simple math, $200,000 house, you put a 1% down earnest money deposit, a good faith deposit. You say, hey, I'm interested in this house, possibly. You put that $2,000 down. And then at the end of the buying process, you're going to get that credit on your closing statement, your closing documents, and it's going to get credited onto your down payment. So again, simple math, 20% down, $200,000 house, $18,000 is going to be your down payment, and the other $2,000 or whatever you put down for your earnest money gets applied to that, and then you have your first home or your second home or your third home, and you buy the real estate with that. So the first thing you think about, well, not the first thing, but when you're actually putting in the contract, you're not thinking about, or you're not putting down your down payment, you're not putting down your full payment if you're paying in cash, you're just putting down your earnest money saying, hey, I might want this, but let me think about it. I might want this, but I want to do some investigating first.